If you're wondering which bookshelf speakers under $500 are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Paradigm Premier 100B. These speakers are like the nerdy kid in class who aces every test but refuses to party. The sound is crisp, clear, and rich, with impressive engineering like the active ridge technology reducing distortion and boosting bass excursion. But let's be honest, the design is a bit too boxy, like it skipped art class altogether. Would I buy it? Yes, if I want audiophile grade sound without selling a kidney. Wharfedale Diamond 225. These are the warm hug of bookshelf speakers. The sound is balanced, with soulful mids and surprising bass that doesn't overpower. But the glossy front panel, it's like wearing a tuxedo to a backyard barbecue. Why so shiny? Would I buy it? Maybe if I can live with their retro aesthetics and don't mind pairing them with a sub for deeper bass. Acoustics 3030i. These speakers bring the bass like they've been hitting the gym. The oversized woofer delivers punchy low end, and the braced cabinet kills unwanted vibrations like a ninja. But here's the catch. They're picky about placement, so you'll need to get those tweeters at ear level or risk losing their magic. Would I buy it? Yes, if I want big sound without big towers. Kanto YU Passive 5.25. These are the overachievers of budget speakers. The Kevlar woofer punches above its weight class, delivering tight bass and smooth highs. But no grills? That's like showing up to dinner in just your socks. Functional, but weird. Would I buy it? Yes, because for $200, they're basically stealing the show. Dali Oberon 1. These compact speakers pack a punch with their crystal clear sound and immersive audio experience. They excel in clarity and precision, making them ideal for small spaces or medium-sized rooms. However, the bass is a bit shallow, so you might want a subwoofer if you're into heavy beats. Would I buy it? Maybe. They're great for clarity, but not for bass-heavy genres. Klipsch RP-600M. These are like the rock stars of bookshelf speakers, bold, loud, and dynamic. The horn design gives them insane efficiency, so they don't need much power to deliver room-shaking sound. But that same horn can sometimes make the high frequencies harsh, and placement is key since they're rear-ported. Would I buy it? Yes. Perfect for rock and roll fans who want powerful sound without needing a massive amp. Elac B5 2 Debut 2.0. These speakers are the definition of bang for your buck. Their neutral sound and detailed audio reproduction make them versatile across genres, though they're not party animals. Bass lacks depth, and they shine more with calmer music like jazz or acoustics. Would I buy it? Yes. Affordable and balanced, but don't expect earth-shaking bass. Wharfedale Diamond 12.1. These are smooth operators with detailed treble and a lively presentation that works well across genres. The imaging is excellent, but the bass feels bouncy rather than precise, and they need a decent amp to shine. Would I buy it? Maybe. Great for refined listening, but less exciting for bass lovers or casual setups. Elac Debut 2.0 B6 2. These speakers are like that friend who's reliable but doesn't wow you at parties. The sound is neutral with decent bass and highs, but it can feel a bit bright and lifeless without some equalization magic. On the plus side, they can get loud, like ear-bleeding loud, without distortion. But the binding posts, they're so recessed it feels like solving a puzzle every time you connect them. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I'm on a budget and willing to tweak the EQ for better sound. Polk XT20. These are the overachievers of the group, packing high-res audio certification, Dolby Atmos compatibility, and bass that punches way above its weight class. The highs are airy and clear, but if you're not careful with placement, the bass can get a little boomy. Plus, they look like they're trying too hard to be modern, but hey, they deliver where it counts. Sound quality. Would I buy it? Yes, great sound for music, movies, and gaming at an affordable price. Elac Debut 3.0 DB53. Think of these as the B6. 2's cooler sibling. They've got tighter bass, a smoother tweeter, and a sleeker design. The rear port improves bass clarity, but placement becomes tricky unless you want boomy lows. They're solid performers, but can feel a bit harsh with recordings that aren't pristine. Also, they're not as dynamic as some rivals like the Wharfedale Diamond 12.1. Would I buy it? Maybe, if I'm pairing them with good equipment and don't mind their slightly unforgiving nature. Klipsch RP-500M. These are the rock stars of bookshelf speakers. Dynamic sound with crisp highs and punchy mids that scream, "I'm here to party." But those lifted treble frequencies might make synth-heavy tracks sound strained unless you toe them out just right. Bass is decent, but needs a subwoofer for full impact in larger rooms. And while they look sleek, their sensitivity rating is more exaggerated than your friend's gym stories. Would I buy it? Yes, for their lively sound and stylish design, despite needing some setup finesse. Klipsch reference R-40M. These little beasts pack a punch with their spun copper woofer and Tractrix horn, delivering sharp highs and deep bass that make your music feel alive. But let's be real, at 71 Hz, the bass doesn't exactly shake the walls, and you'll need an amplifier to get them going. Also, no speaker wire included? Come on, Klipsch, throw us a bone. Would I buy it? Maybe. They're great for small spaces, but not for bass junkies. Acoustics 3030i. These speakers are like the Hulk of bookshelf audio. Massive 6.5-inch woofers that hit a jaw-dropping 46 Hz for bass that punches you in the gut. The soundstage is huge, but let's face it, these are not compact, so good luck fitting them on your tiny IKEA shelf. And while they look classy, they might feel a bit laid back for those who want their music to slap hard. Would I buy it? Yes. If you want bass and detail without breaking the bank, these are a solid choice. SVS Prime Satellite. These compact bad boys are all about precision and dynamics. The aluminum tweeter and sealed woofer compartment deliver crystal clear mids and highs, making vocals pop. But here's the catch. They're small, so don't expect earth-shattering bass without adding a subwoofer. Also, sensitivity is just 85 decibels, so you'll need some decent power to drive them. Would I buy it? No. Great for surround setups, but underwhelming as standalone bookshelf speakers. KFQ 150. The UniQ driver array on these speakers is like magic. It creates a wide soundstage with rich mids and crisp highs that make every genre sound fantastic. Bass is tight but not thunderous. If you're craving deep lows, you'll want a subwoofer. Plus, they're pricey compared to competitors, and the grills are sold separately. Seriously, KEF, would I buy it? Yes, the sound quality is stellar if you're willing to splurge a bit. Polk Audio Monitor XT20. These bad boys are like the Hulk of bookshelf speakers, big, bold, and ready to smash your expectations. With a 6.5-inch woofer and a frequency range that dips as low as 38 Hz, the bass is punchy and deep enough to make your neighbors hate you. But let's be real, the 87 decibel sensitivity means you'll need to crank up the volume a bit more than usual, which might not be ideal for those late-night Netflix binges. Also, they're kinda chunky for bookshelf speakers, more like bookshelf hoggers. Would I buy it? Yes, if you want powerful bass and don't mind their slightly bulky size. Audioengine A2. These speakers are like the nerdy kid in school who aces every test. They're small, but ridiculously smart. The built-in digital to analog converter gives you crystal clear sound, and the compact size makes them perfect for a desk setup. But let's talk about the bass. It's just not there. If you're expecting earth-shaking low end, these will politely disappoint you. On the bright side, they're versatile with multiple inputs and even a subwoofer output for when you need to beef things up. Would I buy it? Maybe if I needed something compact and clean sounding but didn't care about deep bass. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the bookshelf speakers under $500 for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.